Never ends. But that's what you got to do. You know, I was talking to my wife, my lovely wife, the other day. And I was talking to her because she's got this great idea for a show, and we kind of been working on it. And I was telling her that all you got to do is just complete this thing, right? Like, that's the big thing with the difference between something happening and not happening is you completing it. Not this person, not that person, not the people over there. It's you. Because there's a lot of shit out there right now. Everybody's like, oh my God, it would have happened if it wasn't for this gatekeeper. And it's just like, well, okay, all right, so this person's a cunt. But there's a million people out there. Find somebody else. Make it yourself. If you, like, this person kills it if you allow them to. If you're going to give them that much power, you know? So, if you're out there right now and you got something that you want to do, just fucking complete it. If you complete it, you know, it's going to happen. It's simple as that. I know that's stupid, but it is. And I used to be one of those people. I would not complete shit. Could I start shit? Nobody was better at starting things and not completing them. You know, starting a book, starting a script, starting this, starting working out, starting fucking whatever, and just not finishing it. I still have problems with that. But what I started to do is I realized that not finishing things had was part of my whole life. You know, I'd come home from trips, I wouldn't unpack, my luggage would be sitting there for like a fucking week. And then the next day, more shit that I needed to, you know, handle, I didn't handle. And the next thing you know, my apartment would be a mess. And what I started to understand is that every day there's going to be shit you don't want to do. So you should knock it out. So then, you know, the next day, you don't have to deal with that day's problems and the day before. And also, by doing that, it taught me to complete shit. Like when you come back from a trip, you haven't come back yet until you've unpacked and done all of that shit. You know, and then the next morning you wake up, you know, and everything's fine. You finish the dishes from the night before. You finish them, you dry them, you put away, you come downstairs, clean fucking slate. It puts you in a better mood. And it becomes a discipline. That part of eating is washing the dishes, drying them, and putting them away. And then you start to become this person that starts shit and then they finish it. You got an infection, they give you the antibiotics. What happens? People don't finish them, and then these fucking asshole germs, they get stronger. The doctor says take all the fucking shit till it's gone. It's what you do. But that's not what people do. They don't listen. They don't fucking listen. So, that's my thing. If you're like me and you procrastinate and you want to get something done and you don't fucking get it done, just start with easy shit. You know, just shit like that. Doing the dishes the night before. Waking up, making the bed. Completing shit. And then it gets in your fucking DNA and it will bug you. I literally, you know, my daughter will go over her Nana's house or whatever, and she'll come back. She brings back the scooter or the bike. Second I see that thing sitting there, I take it and I bring it out to the garage and I put the fucking thing away. I don't wait until the next morning. Now I'm waking up, the bed isn't made, the dishes aren't done, the fucking bike, and all of a sudden my wife goes, could you do me a favor? And then I'm just like, what? What is it now? Right? I'm flipping out. And she's like, where did that come from? Oh, it came from because I didn't do all the shit I needed to do the night before. So I don't know if any of this shit makes sense, but like I'm telling you, you start doing that shit, becomes who you are, and then it seeps into whatever the fuck it is you want to do, and you complete shit. And then as long as you're not fixated on results, like I can only equate it to my business, like I'm going to put out a stand-up special, and I put out the stand-up special, and I will become the biggest comedian there ever was, right? I mean, that's a ridiculous expectation. It's like I'm putting this shit out, and some people are going to see it, and some people are going to like it. And then you know what? I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it again. And then eventually I'll have enough fucking people where I'm a draw on the road, and then all of those ones that sort of underperformed and didn't get me where I wanted to be, people will then go back and watch. And then all of a sudden you have this body of work. That's how it works. So whatever your fucking deal is, whatever your dream is. Oh, Billy Inspiration Face. Is that what I'm doing this week? I don't know. It was just something I was thinking about because the other day I was talking to somebody and they were like, they were just doing that shit. Well, if I do this, and what if this happens? If I do that, what if that happens? Hey, what if that shit doesn't happen? What if you don't give a fuck? And no matter what, you just do it. What about that? Well, I don't want to do that. That's scary. Well, then go fuck yourself. All right, that's the podcast, everybody.